we're getting a little bit late of a later start, or midday or whatever. We're gonna go to Houston, go pick up a trailer, and take off to Pass Christian, Mississippi, which is right as you go into the probably I'm not sure how many miles exactly it is, but it's probably the most 10 to 20 miles inside of Mississippi on I-10. So we're gonna get there, park for the night, and then the following morning, tomorrow morning, we'll be delivering and then headed back to Texas. But yeah, it should be a smooth ride, hopefully. We are going to run into some traffic, which sucks, because that's what sucks about leaving so late. But just so I can time it right to get to Pass Christian, go to sleep, take my 10-hour break, and then get up and get going again. It's like it's going to be just right to leave at this time. So sometimes you have to take it as it is. So we see you guys a little bit later after I pick up that trailer. Guys, here we are again on our way to Mississippi. And luckily I ran into one of my buddies, my best friend out here on the road. His name's Kevin. A little backstory on Kevin. He we met at another company, tanker company. And this is our third tanker company that we've been working at. And we've kept our friendship. And I mean, this is what you do out here, guys. You make bonds with people, and you try to continue that, because you never know when he needs you or you need him. We're gonna do this little interview on the radio. He happens to be right in front of me, in the truck in front of me, the red Peterbilt. So let me introduce him. Let him introduce himself. Just a little bit about how long you've been driving, what's your handle, CV handle, and what's your the name of your truck? Because I've told them all that we name our trucks. I know mine is Hot Chocolate. So you want to go ahead and let us know a little bit about you, Kevin?
Yeah, Tim. My name's Kevin. I've been driving for about a little over 24 years. As George said, I have a red Peterbilt, call it Zeus. My CV handle is Double Shot. And me and George have been real good friends ever since we met. And, you know, he's right. You gotta have buddies out here on the road. Somebody you can trust, somebody that's got your back through thick and thin. You just need somebody like that, or some people like that.
That's right. That's right. And if one thing I've talked about with you guys is it doesn't matter your nationality, where you're from, or your beliefs, as long as you create that bond with that person that, you know, has got your back regardless, everything else can be put on the back burner. Like me and Kevin, you know, we're totally different guys. If you look at us, we don't even, you know, look like we would be friends, but we are the best of friends. And that's the thing about it, guys. We need to create bonds in this country to be positive, to make everybody want to be a part of each other's life one way or another, regardless of anything. And that's what Kevin and I have created out here. And also, you know, I have my cousins also that that they're truck drivers, and we also have bonds, and we also help out each other. But one thing that I learned about Kevin is when without any type of asking him for help, you know, he went ahead and he helped me working on my truck up in California. And I didn't even ask, you know, for the help. He came over and he helped me, and you know, and that's something that I myself am like that. I try to help out people. I don't even have to know you. Really, I don't even have to know your name, but if I know you're in need or you need help with your truck or, you know, anything, I'm going to try to do what I can for you. And Kevin is that same type of person. Always there for you no matter what. So, yeah, guys, this is just a little bit of the life out here. And, you know, just loving it. Because, I mean, like I've told y'all before, it takes special people to be a truck driver. Not anybody can be a truck driver, but, I mean, anybody can try it, but not anybody can actually accomplish it because you have to be that certain person that's gonna be there to help other people and to try to make this great country a great country. And this is what it is. This is what we do. So we go ahead and let Kevin go on this one. You guys will be seeing more of him. You'll be able to see more of in person. You know, we'll get videos of both of us, you know, hanging out, talking and stuff like that. But I just wanted you guys to know who he is, know who it is that I talk about. Yeah, guys. So, Kevin, you got any words before we end this part of the video?
Yeah. Like you said, man, not everybody can do what we do, and we make the best of a bad situation because, you know, there's other people dependent on us out here.
That's right. That's right. We got our families. Kevin's got his family and his farm. I always mess with him because he's got like 20, I think they have like 22 animals. Is that right, Kevin?
I think she recounted. I think there's 23 now.
Yeah, see, there you go, guys. That's to show another thing too, man. This guy, his wife, they help out animals that they find that are sick or hurt. They help them out, and sometimes they give them out to other people, you know, to better homes. I mean, to other homes. But they get these animals, and I always mess with them. You know, I'm like, man, how do you afford to feed all these animals? But they do it out of the kindness of their hearts, him and his wife. And they always have, I always ask him, what you got new? Or he'll call me and tell me, he's like, man, we just got a new goat or whatever. So, you know, that's, like I said, that's to show you guys that is the type of guy this guy is.
And on the last note, always keep the sunny side up.
Yeah, oh. Holla at you a little later there, Kev.
Be involved there, brother.
Well, there you go, guys. Y'all got to meet, well, at least listen to Kevin a little bit. I know y'all gonna get more of him, you know, here in the future, because I mean he's a big part of my family, and I think of him as family. So we'll see you guys a little later. Welcome back, fam. This is the next day. Yeah, I'm still wearing the same shirt because since it was a day trip, I accidentally forgot my clothes. So happens sometimes. But anyways, today we just got through unloading, and everything went smooth. It unloaded within like an hour. It was like one of the quickest unload times. And then I'm just gonna turn around and go back to Houston. We had a good time yesterday with my homie Kevin. We were chit-chatting along the way. Coming over here, and it's always cool to ride with somebody you know. But I remember, guys, back in the days when I first started driving trucks, like you would get on the radio and start talking to somebody, and you could talk on the radio with somebody through states, like 3 or 4 states, just talking on the radio with this person that you don't even know, and that you're not probably even going to meet, like even know what he looks like or she looks like, because yes, there's a lot of women out here now. Back then there wasn't as many, but now there's a lot more. And you get to you were to have these long conversations and get to know people. Like every once in a while, you would stop somewhere, get some dinner with somebody, whatever, stuff like that. But sometimes they were a little surprised because they told me that they thought that I was a white guy because of the way I speak. You know, I was raised here in the United States, so this is really my first language. I mean, I speak Spanish too, but I speak English a lot better. But yeah, they would be like, "Wow, well, you weren't what we were expecting or whatever." Because one time I had a couple that my food's ready, beeping. One time I had a couple that we rode through from Mississippi all the way to Texas, and we stopped at a rest area, and they were like, "Wow, we weren't expecting." You know, I said, "Yeah, you weren't expecting me to be a Hispanic guy, right?" And they're like, "Well, yeah, actually not, but you know, it wasn't no racial thing or nothing like that. It's just they weren't expecting it." And I get it from other people too, which is, you know, it's not a big deal. I mean, it is what it is. This is how I speak. I'm here. But yeah, I mean, you have all these, you know, you get to meet all these people along the way, like I've told you guys before, and it's good. Like, you get to learn a lot of things from different people. You get to learn about their. It's kind of like, how would I explain it? It's kind of like if you were on the other side of a wall, and you were just allowed to speak to this person and get to know them without even knowing what they look like or who they are. I mean, you would of course know if it's a man or a woman, I would hope, but other than that, you wouldn't know, you know, who they are and stuff. And you just talk, and surprisingly, it's crazy how much we all do have in common. If you do it that way, you just talk. And sometimes, you know, things get ruined when you actually meet in person. I don't know why it is that way, but us humans, that's how we are. You know, that's why a lot of these dating sites, like that do like internet stuff and texting and stuff like that, you don't get to really know exactly who you're talking to, but you're falling in love with the person, or you're liking the person for who they are and what they represent, which is totally different than once you actually get to meet them. You know, they might not be the type of person, your type or whatever, but you fell in love with the heart, which is way more important than falling in love with the physical part. I know it does play part, but if you find out about the heart first, then the rest just falls into place. So yeah, guys, I mean, that's how it is out here. That's how it used to be, really. You don't get that much anymore. Everybody's in their own world and don't want to interact with anybody, and which really sucks. And like I've told you guys before also, that I don't run my radio I don't turn my radio on too much because of all the negativity we got going on right now, with all this, you know, racial stuff that's kind of blown up lately. But if we just leave all that aside and go back to our roots of being truck drivers and speak to each other on the radio, I think things would be so much smoother and so much better. But we're not going to go back to that, unfortunately. You know, we already are where we are, and it's not going to change. But you guys can try to be the best you guys can, because I try to be the best I can. I know I have my hard times and my rough times, but 9 times out of 10, I try to be as good of a person as I can to help out whoever needs help, and to just be there for each other as a human race, not as speaking of the devil that we were talking to earlier. Got Kevin that just called. Let's see. What's up, Kev?
What's up?
Just here doing my vlog for the day.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I got you on speaker. Yeah, where you at?
See, let's go ahead and over here.
Yeah. Oh, you rolling already?
Yeah, I've been, bro. I got about 97 miles to go.
Okay, that's what's up.
I
Yeah.
called that dude at about 7:30.
Ah.
Oh man, don't worry about it.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I just got through unloading, man. It took them like an hour to unload, if that long. They got it done pretty quick.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah. Let me finish up here. I'll hit you right back.
Alright, man.
All right, brother. Take care. All right, bro. And there you go again. There you go, guys. I mean, that's part of of the relationships you build out here with your friends and your family. But yeah, guys, let me go ahead and finish eating my food. A little bit on a side note on the food. I'm trying to, y'all get that? I'm trying to eat healthier, and I'm trying to do the vegetarian thing for a little while. I can't say that I would always, I don't know if it works out, if it's good. Yeah, I mean, I had some tofu and spinach and what was it? Hash browns and tomatoes breakfast earlier. It was alright. And right now I'm gonna have some teriyaki chicken without chicken. It's like a fake chicken or something. So I'm gonna try it out. I can't promise myself anything because it's probably, because you expect something, because you know what it tastes like, and you know what it feels like in your mouth, and then when you put something in there that doesn't have the same consistency of what you know it's supposed to be like, it's like a shock. It's like, ooh. Well, but anyways, I'm gonna eat, guys, and see you guys a little bit later, and head back to Texas. Come on.